Good morning. Happy wake and bake. How are you? I hope you're doing great. So, we're finishing up the story of David today, but we are going to do because we're at the ending in both books. So, we're just going to read the endings together out of both books, right? So, let's grab our Keep Other People Alive juice, right? Our people retardant. And Wake and Bake with Las Bible. Okay. So, First Chronicles chapter 22. Okay. This is where David is setting up to build the church before he dies, okay? And he's like, here's where the house of God is going to be. And then David gave orders to get everything together: bronze, steel, gold, silver, wood, everything that you need to build a house. A church. An extravagant church, by the way, like super extravagant. So David set it up. And then David said, my son Solomon is young and experienced, and the house that is to be built for the Lord is to be exceedingly magnificent. Because we can't have Grandpa living on the front porch anymore. Turns out it's not safe. So, David provided all the materials, and then he called for Solomon and charged him to build a house for God. Build Grandpa a house. And then he was like, I had planned to build a house for God. I did. I planned. I was going to build God a house. Right. But there's no building God a house. God said, no, you kill way too many people and you do it for fun. You're not. Could you imagine if I let somebody like you build me a place to stay? No, you tarnish my whole name. Your son's gonna do it. And your son will build me a house, and he will be a son to me, and I a father to him, right? And I will establish his royal throne forever. Now, my son, the Lord be with you so that you may succeed in building God a house. Only may the Lord grant you discretion and understanding so that you might not be so extra in the future. Solomon's way extra, by the way. So, when he gives you charge over Israel, you may keep the law of God, God's law. There's only 10 commandments. I don't know how hard that is, but okay. Then you will prosper if you are careful to observe the statutes and the ordinances that the Lord commanded Moses for Israel. Again, there's 10. How hard is it? There's 10. Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid or dismayed. With great pains I have provided for the house of the Lord 100 talents of gold and 1,000,000 of silver, bronze and iron beyond weighing, for there is so much of it. Timber and stone as well I have provided to to these you must add more, right? You have an abundance of workers, stonecutters, masons, carpenters, all kinds of artisans, all sorts of artisans without number, right? Even men skilled in working. Gold, silver, bronze, and iron. Now, begin the work. Lord be with you. Build God a house. Also, David commanded all the leaders of Israel to help his son, saying, God is with you. He's given you rest on every side. He has delivered the inhabitants of the land into my hand. Oh, they're my hand. And the land is subdued before the Lord and his people. Now, set your mind and heart to seek the Lord your God and go build Grandpa a house. Right? Go build him a house and put his box in the house. God wants his box in the house. So, that's what you're going to do. Right? Okay. So, next. So David's like, build God a house. You see this, right? Like, hey, Nikki. Look. Nikki, we need you to do stuff. Okay. So this, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So then after that, David is like, okay. Oh, wait, something happened. See, my mind is all fucked up. Okay. So that was the end of David's story in Chronicles. After that, they build the church, and then it just automatically goes into Solomon being king. So now we're at the end of David's story in First Kings. So let's finish it off here as well. And it says, King David was old and advanced in years, and although they covered him with clothes, he could not get warm. So his servants said to him, let a young virgin, because virgins apparently are more warm than not virgins, something. So let a young virgin be sought from my lord the king, and let her wait on the king and be his attendant. Let her lie in your bosom, so you may be warm. So they searched for a beautiful girl throughout all the territory of Israel and found Abishag the Shunammite and brought her to the king. The girl was very beautiful. She became the king's attendant and served him, but the king did not know her sexually. How did they know that? Well, they wouldn't know that because once she's the king's attendant, she can never get married again, even if she didn't have sex with them. They would never believe that. Now, Adonijah, son of Haggith, exalted himself. Now, Haggith, this I think was David's fourth wife, third or fourth wife, fourth or fifth. Okay, and he exalted himself, saying, I'm gonna be king. I'm gonna be the man, right? He prepared for himself chariots and horsemen and 50 men to run before him. Okay, so he's an Absalom. His father had never at any time displeased him by asking, "Why did you do this?" And he was also a very handsome man. He was second oldest. And he conferred with Joab and Abiathar, and they supported Adonijah. So David's right-hand man and his brother, right? And remember, David was already mad at these guys, right? No, isn't Joab's brother Abishai? Oh, so Abishai wasn't even one of the... Okay. But Abiathar is David's priest. He's one of the mighty men. So, 2 of the mighty men are with Adonijah. But Zadok, Benaiah, and Nathan. Come on. And Nathan, Ray, Shimei, and the rest of David's warriors did not side with Adonijah. Adonijah sacrificed sheep, oxen, cattle by the stone Zaalith, which is beside En Rogel, and he invited all his brothers, the king's sons, and all the royal officials of Judah, except for Nathan, Benaniah, the warriors, or Solomon. Nathan then said to Bathsheba, Solomon's mom, right? Did you know Adonijah is king? Right? And I don't think David even knows. Now, do what I tell you, okay? Do what I tell you and save your life and Solomon's. Go at once to King D and say to him, did you not, my lord the king, swear to your servant saying, Solomon's going to be king, right? Because I'm pretty sure that's what you said, right? Then why the hell is Adonijah king? Right? Why is this dude king? And then, while you were speaking with the king, I will come in and confirm everything that you just said. So, Bathsheba went into the king, and Abishag was attending to the king. So, Bathsheba came in and did the face thing, and the king was like, what's up, lady? And then she was like, didn't you say Solomon was going to be king? Isn't that what you said? Right. So why does Adonijah think he's king? He's done all the kingly sacrifices, right? Abiathar and Joab are with him. But Solomon's not there. Isn't Solomon supposed to be king? Right. But you, the eyes of all Israel are on you to tell them who shall sit on your throne, right? Otherwise, when you die, Solomon and me are gonna die because Adonijah, right? While she was still speaking, the prophet Nathan came in and was like, yo, did you hear? Why is Adonijah king? I need to know. Look, if you made him king and you didn't tell anybody, you should have told us. Man. Because he's done all the sacrifices. All the king's kids are there. The commander, Joab, Abiathar, they're all eating and drinking. And they're like, Adonijah's king. But you didn't fucking tell anybody. And now, Zadok, Benaniah, me, Solomon, none of us are there. So, David was like, all right, I need Bathsheba. So, she was still there. And the king swore, he's like, God has saved me from everything. And I swore to you, Bathsheba, when I married you because I saw you naked and killed your husband, that your son would be king. So, your son's going to be king today. Let's get her done. Right? Then Bathsheba did the face thing and said, fuck yeah. Right? Like, fuck yeah. And then David said, bring me Zadok, Nathan, Benaiah, Joiada, Benaniah. And the king said, take with you the servants of your Lord and have my son Solomon ride on my mule and bring him down to Gion. There, Zadok and Nathan anoint him king and blow the fucking trumpet. Blow the trumpet. Blow the trumpet. And then say, long live King Solomon. And blow the trumpet and say, long live President Trump. No, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious if that's how that worked? But anyway. You shall go up following him. Let him enter and sit on my throne, and he shall be king in my place. For I have appointed him to be ruler over Israel and over Judah. Benaniah answered the king and said, fuck yeah, let's do it. All right. As the Lord has been with you, may he also be with Solomon and make his throne greater than yours. Because wouldn't that be great? So, Zadok and Nathan, Benaniah, the Kiriathites and Pelethites went down and had Solomon ride on King David's mule and led him to Gion. There, they anointed him with oil and made him king. And they blew the trumpet. It was like, fuck yeah! And all the people went up following him, playing pipes and rejoicing with great joy, so that the earth quaked at their noise. Adonijah and all the guests who were with him heard it as they had finished feasting on the blood of the insane. That is not No, but that is a great song. It's 6 Feet Under, feasting on the blood of the insane. Okay, but so they heard it as they were finished feasting. And then they heard the sound of the trumpet. And Joab heard the trumpet and was like, what was that? And while he was still speaking, Jonathan, Abiathar's son, arrived. And Adonijah was like, good news? And dude's like, haha, no. No, it's not even the beginning of good news. No. Solomon just became king. So, Zadok and Nathan, Benaniah, the Kerethites and Pelethites, all let Solomon ride on the king's mule. Yeah. The priest Zadok and the prophet Nathan already made Solomon king at Gihon, and they have gone from there rejoicing. The city is in an uproar. That's the noise you heard. You guys are so fucked. Because Solomon is now king, and you guys are fucked. Moreover, the king's servants came to congratulate David, saying, Solomon is going to be way more famous than you, David. Like, for sure. Then they went on to pray, Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, who today has granted one of my offspring to sit on my throne, and let me witness it. Fuck yeah. Then everybody that was there with Adonijah got up and skirted. They was like, deuces, you don't know my name. And then Adonijah, fearing Solomon, got up and went to grasp the horns of the altar. You know what? That might be what we read next. All the 5 fucking books of rules to find out where in the schematics were their horns. Where was their moon offerings? When did the blood thing become acceptable? So, we might read the rules. Solomon was informed. Adonijah's scared as fuck. He was pretty sure David was gonna die. But now that David's not dead and you're king, he's scared as fuck. Right, so he's over there grabbing horns on an altar. Right? So we tried to get him and he was like, make Solomon swear he's not gonna kill me. And then Solomon's like, if he's worthy, I'm not gonna kill him. What's the fucking point of that? No. Right? I'm not gonna kill him. Now, if he's a fuckwad, I might kill him, but it won't be for this. Okay. Then King Solomon sent to have him brought down. So Adonijah came doing the Jewy snake thing, snaky Jew thing. He came and did the face thing to Solomon, and Solomon was like, go home. Just go home. Right? Just go home. You're in the way. Go home. So that's what he did. All right, give me 1 second. Okay. So Solomon told the guy to go home. Now, when David's time to die drew near, he told Solomon, hey, Nikki, you're reading, Nikki. I know you're reading. So, just in case, Nikki, you don't know if you want to read or not. You might want this coupon. I don't want this coupon, by the way. Okay. When David's time to die drew near, he charged Solomon, saying, I'm about to die, so be tough. Keep the commandments. There's only 10 of them, right? It's not that hard. right? And you, if you follow these commandments, you'll prosper all you do. And then the Lord will establish the word that he spoke concerning me. If your heirs take heed to their way to walk before me in faithfulness with all their heart and all their soul, there shall not there shall not fail you a successor on the throne of Israel. Right? Moreover, you also know what Joab did to me and how he dealt with the two commanders of the armies of Israel, Abner and Amasa, whom he just killed for no reason, retaliating in time of peace for blood. Oh, is that how David is like justifying he's also a murderer? But I guess because it wasn't peaceful. I don't know. Okay. And putting the blood of war on the belt around his waist and the sandals on his feet. Act, therefore, according to your wisdom, but do not let his gray head go down to Sheol in peace. Fuck this dude up. Deal, however, loyally with the sons of Barzillai, and let them be among those who eat at your table. For with such loyalty they met me when I fled from Absalom. There is also with you Shimei, who cursed with it, Shimei, this is the dude on the mountain who's like, fuck you, King D, you killed Saul, right? So he cursed me. He cursed me, and I said, I'm not gonna put you to death. Therefore, do not hold him guiltless. I said I wasn't gonna kill him. I didn't say you wouldn't kill him. I didn't make no promises of the sort. So, kick his ass. Then David died. The time that David reigned over Israel was 40 years. He reigned 7 years in Hebron and 33 years in Jerusalem. And the other book, wasn't it different? So 70 some odd years. And so Solomon sat on the throne of his father, and his kingdom was firmly established. So that's the ending of the story of David. Now, two things that are making me really fucking mad, like really mad, is because I know, David did the Hitler thing, but I can't find it nowhere. I even looked in my hand copy of Das Bible that I read it in the first time, and I cannot find it. But it's like he took this whole group of people and he handcuffed them and led them into an oven. And it's like, oh, well, you think that would just pop out at ya. No, we just read this story, both stories at one time, and it is not in there. And I'm looking here in Los Bible, and I cannot even find it in here. And it's like, am I thinking it was somebody else? If anybody's watching this and has watched to this point, do you know what the fuck I'm talking about? It's like he handcuffed these people and locked them into a furnace. Like he built it just to kill these people. And now I can't find it. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for watching. I love you. And have the greatest day ever.